A General Theory of Crime, 1990, co-authored by Michael Gottfredson and Travis Hirschi, represents a significant shift in criminological theory, focusing on the concept of self-control as a central factor in criminal behavior. The book is often regarded as one of the most influential works in criminology and has shaped discussions about the causes of crime for decades. This theory challenges traditional criminological approaches by providing a unified explanation for all forms of criminal behavior and suggesting that low self-control is the primary predictor of criminal activity. Below is an analysis of the book's core concepts, theoretical framework, and the implications it has had for criminological thought. Background and context. Before diving into the specifics of the theory itself, it is important to understand the intellectual context in which a general theory of crime was developed. Gottfredson and Hirschi's theory emerged at a time when criminologists were exploring various social, psychological, and structural explanations for criminal behavior. Early criminological theories, like strain theory, which posits that crime results from societal pressures and blocked opportunities, and differential association theory, which focuses on social learning, were influential but often criticized for being too complex or too narrow in their application. In contrast, Gottfredson and Hirschi's approach was more parsimonious, offering a single explanatory variable for all types of crime: self-control. Their theory draws on earlier work by Hirschi, especially his 1969 social bond theory, which emphasized the role of social bonds in preventing delinquency. However, a general theory of crime shifts the focus from social bonds to self-control, presenting it as a more fundamental cause of criminal behavior. The core concept: self-control. At the heart of Gottfredson and Hirschi's theory is the concept of self-control. They define self-control as the ability to resist the temptation of immediate gratification, particularly when it involves harmful or antisocial behavior. People with high self-control are able to delay gratification and consider the long-term consequences of their actions, while those with low self-control are more impulsive, seeking instant rewards without regard for potential negative outcomes. According to Gottfredson and Hirschi, individuals who lack self-control are more prone to engaging in criminal behavior because they are more likely to act impulsively and take risks without considering the harm caused to others or the long-term consequences of their actions. Criminal acts, in this view, are the result of a person's inability or unwillingness to delay gratification and a preference for short-term pleasure over long-term stability. The nature of crime. Gottfredson and Hirschi argue that crime is not a separate, distinct category of behavior, but rather a general tendency that applies to all types of deviant or antisocial behavior. They contend that any act that provides immediate gratification, regardless of its legality, is a potential crime if an individual lacks the self-control to avoid it. For this reason, they suggest that crime should not be viewed as an exceptional or abnormal behavior, but as a natural outcome of a person's inability to control their impulses. The authors argue that self-control is crucial not only for criminal behavior, but also for other types of behavior, such as drug use, poor health habits, and reckless behavior. Criminal acts are seen as one subset of behaviors that are driven by a lack of self-control, but they emphasize that self-control is relevant to understanding a wide range of societal problems. The development of self-control. Gottfredson and Hirschi's theory asserts that the development of self-control occurs early in life and is largely shaped by parenting practices. They argue that children who are raised in environments where they are not adequately supervised or disciplined are more likely to develop low self-control. Effective parenting involves monitoring a child's behavior, recognizing deviant actions, and providing consistent punishment for such behavior. The authors assert that self-control is primarily the result of early childhood experiences and that it remains relatively stable throughout a person's life. While they acknowledge that self-control can be influenced by factors such as peer groups or life events, they maintain that these influences are secondary to the foundational role of early parenting. In other words, children who are not socialized into self-control early on are at a much higher risk of engaging in criminal behavior later in life. This view challenges other criminological theories that emphasize the role of social structures or external influences in shaping behavior. For Gottfredson and Hirschi, the key factor in preventing crime is not the structure of society or the availability of opportunities, but the individual's internal capacity for self-control, which is shaped largely by their early upbringing. The generality of crime. One of the most notable aspects of Gottfredson and Hirschi's theory is its claim to generality. The authors argue that their theory applies to all types of crime, from petty theft to violent offenses, and even to non-criminal deviant behavior, such as substance abuse or risky driving. By focusing on self-control, they aim to provide a single, unified explanation for the broad range of behaviors that are classified as criminal or deviant. This generality contrasts with many other criminological theories, which tend to focus on specific types of crime or certain groups of offenders. For example, strain theory primarily explains property crime, while differential association theory focuses on the transmission of criminal behavior within social groups. Gottfredson and Hirschi's theory, however, contends that self-control is the primary factor driving all types of crime, whether violent or nonviolent, minor or serious. Empirical evidence and criticisms. The theory of self-control has been widely tested and examined in criminological research since its publication. Numerous studies have found support for the idea that low self-control is correlated with criminal behavior, particularly in younger individuals. Studies have also shown that self-control is a relatively stable trait over the life course, consistent with Gottfredson and Hirschi's assertion that early parenting is crucial for developing self-control. However, the theory has not been without its criticisms. Some scholars argue that it oversimplifies the complexities of criminal behavior by reducing it to a single factor. Critics also point out that the theory does not account for structural or situational factors that may influence criminal behavior, such as poverty, peer pressure, or the availability of criminal opportunities. Additionally, the theory's emphasis on self-control has been challenged for potentially ignoring the role of social and environmental factors in shaping behavior. Policy implications. Despite these criticisms, the theory has significant implications for crime prevention and public policy. The focus on self-control suggests that early intervention and effective parenting are key strategies for reducing crime. Programs aimed at teaching self-control to children, such as parenting classes or early childhood education programs, could be important tools in preventing future criminal behavior. Additionally, policies that focus on rehabilitating offenders by helping them improve their self-control may be more effective than punitive approaches that focus solely on punishment. Furthermore, the theory has led to an increased emphasis on the role of individual responsibility in criminal behavior. By highlighting self-control as the key factor in crime, Gottfredson and Hirschi's theory suggests that individuals are primarily responsible for their actions, which has implications for criminal justice policy and how society views offenders. In summary, Michael Gottfredson and Travis Hirschi's A General Theory of Crime provides a comprehensive and unified framework for understanding criminal behavior. By focusing on the concept of self-control, the theory offers a parsimonious explanation for a wide range of criminal and deviant behavior. Although it has received criticism for oversimplifying the causes of crime, it has significantly influenced the field of criminology and sparked extensive research on the role of self-control in criminal behavior. Ultimately, the theory underscores the importance of early socialization and parenting in shaping individual behavior, offering valuable insights for crime prevention and policy.